Well, here we go. Cue the fire. The dollar collapse is here. And my question to you is, should you be worried? Should you be really scared right now? And I'll show you in this video. But cue the fire and wipe those tears off those faces. I will give you something to cry about. This right here. This is a little frightening. Who did? Urges. I don't know who. Radiation meds. But enough of that. Breaking news. Dollar collapse is now in motion. Dum, dum, dum. I fought for them. Clearly fought for the petrodollar. What are you Saudis doing? Saudi Arabia signals the end of petro status. And I have been telling you about this for a while now. But maybe it's not all what it's all made up to be. And if you know me, the first thing you want to do is look at the chart and go, is there anything that I should be worried here? This is the dollar, actually UUP, if you want to trade it. It is tradable. UUP. That's not the chart you want to be trading. But as the article says, the decline of a currency world reserve status is often a long process. Rife with denials. There are numerous economic experts out there that have been dismissing any and all warnings of the dollar collapse for years. They just don't get it, so buy my gold. And I say I actually do get it. I understand all of this. Now, back in the 70s, it was a big deal. Petrodollar, what the dollar was back then compared to what it is now, okay? And now they're just like, yeah, okay, we'll take some other currencies. And they do buy things from China and Europe, so it does make sense. And also, just to let you know, again, I have no dog in this fight. I have no gold to sell you. And I don't think that we're going to have, that they're going to take over. Like, sorry, we're dethroning the dollar. You guys can all go away. And also, are they going to take other people's currencies? No, they probably won't. I mean, they'll take a few, but they're going to be picking and choosing. Dollar, global, worldwide, everyone can take out dollar-denominated loans at a very low rate. And yes, everything in this article, I agree and I disagree. One of the key pillars keeping the dollar in place as the world reserve is its petro status. Well, it was. That was definitely the thing. And this factor is often held up as the reason why the greenback cannot fail. Well, it can fail. And actually, you have witnessed the fall of the dollar since forever. I mean, the purchasing power, nada. But it's really difficult to dethrone something that I could, again, where does money come from? I walk into a bank, I want a loan, poof, money's created out of thin air, just digits. And they do this around the world where it becomes an asset and a liability. Asset to the bank, liability for you because you have to pay it back with more dollars and more interest. And actually, the thing that concerns me the most would be a little bit more in this article, decline in the American economy. Check, got that one. Hey, I'll go into that. How's those phone sales like off a cliff? Yep, consumers, December, not spending, down, everything down, in order to make way for a central, this is the scary one, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, the new global currency system, which we are currently rolling out in just a few months. Won't that be just great? And if you're like, well, everything's already digital right now, Bravo, why are you even worrying about that? Well, it's a different type of digital. It's the digital where you can't buy anything. You can't sell anything. Everything's tracked everywhere you go, everything you do. And the people will love it. They will get in line just like they got in line for the stimmies or whatever to take whatever you tell you to take. And you're like, give me $1,000. I'll put that in my body. Oh, also in regards to CBDCs and all of that in crypto and how it's completely different. And everyone that's trading Bitcoin right now, XRP, Ethereum, Dogecoin, you name it, you were given it, gifted it. the government's tracking everything, and they're coming for you, even Venmo. They let you off the hook a little bit when you made $1 a day, right? Or $2 a day. Well, they're coming for that next year. IRS alerts taxpayers they must answer a new question on tax forms or face consequences. So they are just gathering up the cattle right now, the sheep, making sure everyone is going to be in line with their new system, because we can't have that dirty Bitcoin out there. No, and also and Bitcoin doesn't have a CEO. They will come after your altcoins. So I know everyone's like, when altcoin moon season? Yeah, the government coming for you. That is why I have been a Bitcoin maximalist for, well, ever since my buddy's like, wow, Bitcoin's at $1. And I said, that's stupid. I cannot believe something just beat the dollar. That was actually the very first time it came on my radar, and just like you, I said, poo-poo. I'm going back to my gold and silver like all the YouTubers that push it on me, because they say that will solve everything. Then it doesn't go up in price or value, but it does. It's okay. No dog in this fight. I just learned to make a lot more of those digits go in the upward direction by trading them. I can buy the things that I want, because that is what money is intended to do. It's not supposed to go like, oh my gosh, I made so much money in money, right? No, it's not supposed to go that way. I mean, things like silver, right? It should just be money. Just sit there. Stay there. I should be able to buy the same thing at the same price 100 years from now with the same coin, which you actually can. So congratulations on what money is. All the other stuff, well, those would be considered speculative assets, and I've tried to protect your assets by you subscribing to this channel, and I've actually saved a lot of people. Oh, and just in case you want to make money from money on this would be UUP. I've talked about this for quite a bit on my channel. I drew lines. I say you get in here, you get out there. I actually did make money on money, which was kind of stupid. And then I told everyone back in the day, I said on the dollar, again, UUP, take my swing. Oh, that would be my bear market course. Well, you can actually swing trade this. And actually, if you get confused like I get confused, I'm like, because I need you to take my courses, like, so you can understand all of this, so you could be successful. Trust me, it's going to help. But I created something because you guys asked me. You're like, is there something that we could just everything all in one? Yes. It's $199 for like 3 or 4 payments. That's it. So when I say you can swing trade it, also, I don't know how long that's going to last. Just FYI. Always prices go up. I know, sorry. But trading, it's just different for everything. It just depends. But I'm trying to help you make your digits go up. Okay, so on UUP, I said if it breaks that line, which we broke, that the UUP is the dollar, or UNG. Remember? I've been talking about that, and you've been losing your booty on the way down. I'm like, don't. Now, on the swing trade on this one, I'm going to turn on my Bravo swing trade. Ta-da! You're still under that red line, still rolling, right? Head and shoulders, come on down, baby. When everyone's telling you, oh my gosh, dollar cost average, or Jim Cramer tells you to buy UNG, and I think he said that quite a long time ago, you still can go from 10 bucks all the way to 4. Oh, and let me turn on another chart for you on DXY, you can't trade it. That would be UUP. You got a lot going on. You can actually make money on the dollar going down and then go back into dollars. I know, it makes no sense when I'm like, okay, sell your position on the dollar, go back into dollars. Wait, I'm so confused. I'm not buying this. I turned on Lux Algo. That's a descending triangle. No. I'm going to wait on, I would put my weight on other things. Not so much on that. This blue line, that's a line of support and resistance. It was support for a long time. I said, first, you break that blue line, you're in trouble, get out, short it. You break this blue line, get out, short it, make money on the way down. And how far of a way down are we going to go? Actually, this was a ascending, broadening wedge. I got rid of that line. It would be a line going from here to here. So I said, when you break that, your price target is there, 95. We're at 101. But yeah, you could come all the way down. Here's another test, is at 89. That would find support all the way down there. Also, what I've been saying for a long time, strength in dollar, okay? Dollar go up, Bitcoin go down. Dollar go down, Bitcoin go up. But I would not live and die by that macro principle. Just follow the charts. Not the farts that come out of all of these people's mouths. Like, back to the story on the dollar. Saudi Arabia says open to settling trades in other currencies that they can use. Okay. But anywho, back to trading this stuff. And you guys I've been talking dollar for a very long time. I've had Brent Johnson on, I don't know, a lot of times. Actually met him a few months ago. That guy is tall. Just in case you don't, dollar milkshake theory, look it up. It'll help you out because the whole world is like, hey, I want a loan. Poof. Dollar. And it's what is happening globally. It's just an easy medium of exchange for the junk that you want. I turned on Lux Algo for you because I'm like, okay, get in the dollar, sell. Okay, get back in. It was like a swing trade. Get out of the dollar, make money, get out of you, right? It was just like a constant take profit. And then I'm like, once you cross that blue line, okay, we can come on down. And then the next blue line, okay, so just in case you want to know support and resist, the 200. You cross that little buddy, right? And then the 200 weekly, which that's down there. You're going to find support down there. And that's what we do on this channel all day long. We start businesses. Yep, that would be in that 199 thing, right? Where there's, think about this. For those of you that are like thinking about selling junk on Amazon or eBay or wherever, Etsy, if they're in the software that I use, there's 10,000 searches a month. A little Johnny brought, well, it won't be this. It'll be like a pink champagne glass, and there's 10,000 searches, pink champagne glass. There's one person selling it. Why don't you be the second person to get lots of sales? And you don't have to recreate the wheel. Or as Steve Jobs said, which he stole this from someone else, what is it? Great artists, copy, whatever. The best artist steal, something like that. Just rip it off, right, Steve? And actually, I did my due diligence by looking it up for you. Good artist copy, great artist steal. That's Picasso. We stole it from Picasso. That would Steve Jobs, your iPhone. If you ever want to know what the next iPhone is going to look like, you look at Android. Yeah, so if my phone currently shoots gold bars underneath, it opens up, right? It folds, it closes, and it does dishes. You give it a few minutes. Also, for those of you that always get triggered, because there's such a polarization between like Apple and I have so much Apple. iPhones, you name it. I got iPhones, Androids, I got computers, Macs, PCs, and there's some really sick PCs that are coming out that I'm really excited about. As you see here, I am currently filming on a Mac because I got bored with the PC. But I am a tech guy and I love whatever's new. What's the new stuff? Oh, by the way, real quick, on that SPY trade that I made at the beginning of the week, right? Still up. What were we, 5 days? 5 days up? Good job, Johnny Bravo. But to catapult on iPhones and phones and all of that, my lead-in global smartphone shipments plunge. Not just plunge, but they plunge the most in forever. And also to correlate everything slipping, sales slipping, December slipping, market going, again, whatever you see here is different than how we trade. We trade lines. We hear about this stuff, but I'll tell you, it's not. If you happen to be one of these, okay, life is not good. Consumer spending slid again in December, in January, in February, in March. This will continue. This is our economy. Economy is not hella strong. It's nothing. But the government seems to have figured out, oh, just give people free stuff and it works. Well, it works until that doesn't work, right? Like when everyone had great credit, and that was 2 years ago, and look at how much money you make. That is crazy. That's what they did. They calculated all the stimulus. Oh, wow. It's like you didn't even have to have a job. And they're like, you make over 6 figures doing nothing? That's insanity. Yes, you can have this new car. Well, what do you think when the government steps in? It looks great at the beginning, and then the wheels on the truck fall off. That's just how if people would just, if governments would step out of the way in a free market, which they never will, it would actually be moderately smoother. Well, except when we have downturns. But then you just got to let it go. And that's just how it is. Sorry. Pain and suffering. It just kind of weeds out all of the bad eggs, which are really expensive right now. Americans fall behind on car payments at a higher rate than 2009. And again, we have just begun. Government gets involved. They crank the hose or they open the hose, you know, when they're, oh, we got this. We're the government. We know what we're doing. Right? No, you don't. You're just going to screw everything up for a decade. Automobile repos are climbing as inflation forces struggling you, consumers, to make tough choices. It wouldn't be a tough choice for me. Oh, I haven't had a car in what, 3 years? And I'm just fine. The shoes are working. But maybe I'm just getting ready for the Great Depression, right? I can't have fancy cars and fancy stuff when everyone's going through rough times. Like GDP report reveals ominous Great Depression warning signal not seen since 1932. And if you've subscribed to my channel, you would know what it is because we talk about this at length. That would be your disposable income, your savings account, your credit card, your everything. You put everything in the little basket, and I say, hey, look, it's not as strong as they say it is on every mainstream media news source. But at the end of the day, turn off of all of those news sources and just make money from this. This was really good. This was in my watch list. VRTX. See, look. I threw something out there that I haven't beaten down like a horse. Oh, and for those of you that are currently in the watch list, I am going to say keep an eye. I mean, you've made a killing. Thank you, Johnny. You're welcome. See the swing? Oh, everything gets a beat down. Oil, or not oil, gas. You're getting that beat down. I'm waiting, right? Oh, hey, look what it just bounced off of. You would know this if you are in my swing trading course. And then you put in a buy. Like I really like my my swing trading course in a bull market because it's easy, right? Oh, it's all bad. Oh, what are we gonna do? We're gonna bounce off the 200. We're gonna come down there and we're gonna rip 12% higher until. Now remember, you get in that Lux Algo, kids. You take your profit. You see, so I come here bearing bad news, but you can make money from it. That's great. That is called balance. And we need that. And thank you for helping me not balance out my life since I work every single day of my life. Help me find that balance, and I will see you tomorrow.